Hi everyone, welcome to another video today. So let's get started on quote of the day. It's going to be Ezekiel chapter 37 verse 5. This is what the sovereign Lord says to these bones. I will make breath into you, and you will come to life. Okay, so that's the quote of the day, and we're going to be covering the topic right into error logs. So let's get started. Okay, so if you watched the last few videos where we talked about error variables, error logs, and how to suppress the error messages and how to log the error messages. So this one we're gonna maybe take a combination of those at times, and then now we're gonna write it to an actual file. So you could get it. So you could have a log file to store the errors, even success messages and error messages as well. So in PowerShell, writing to logs is the effective way to capture issues that occurred during the script execution for troubleshooting and maybe for audit purposes. So let's get started with our first example. So if we go over to our script here, and what we're gonna do is we could use a command called start transcript, and let's do that. Okay, and then we're gonna do scripts, and let's just call it error log. Okay, so that's the path we'll give to that file, and then let's do append. So what is append? This will allow you to update an existing file. Update records in a file is what it is. So alright, so let's start working on the try catch block now. So I like to just build out the blocks in the meanwhile, so you kind of have the structure already built up for you. Then we're going to get the contents. And we're going to choose scripts, and we're going to do host file 2.txt so that we know that file doesn't exist. And then we're going to use the error action stop. Okay, and now we're going to do our catch block here, and then we want to write the output. Okay, and then we're going to do, okay, so what we did here was we're going to write this variable out to this file and append it, and then we're going to stop the transcript. So let's see what happens. Okay, so we got an error here. So I guess the problem happened because this error file didn't exist, or it's being used by another process. Okay, I think we cannot use the same file for here. I don't think we need this. We could just do it this way. So let me just make sure this error log is there. Okay, so the error log is there. So let's try it one more time. Yeah, so it captured the error there, you can see. So let me let's clear out that log file, so that way we'll know that where it's going to get the errors from. So let's try this. Okay, so that looks correct. So what happened? Well, let's take a look at the error log. Oops. I don't think I clicked on the error log. Okay, I think I didn't put the exception message, so it's only pulling it from the object, so we gotta put the exception. Okay. Okay, so I think this is where I forgot to put in the actual so I only put in the object, so it only wrote the object, which doesn't give you any info at all. It just kind of gives you a bunch of garbage. So you have to get it down to the actual property where you wanted to get the message from, which is the exception of message. So that's what I put in here, and then I just call that here. So we're going to take this message and write it out to the file. So let's see what we get now. Okay, so this is this line we wrote it to the screen, so we got that file here. That's the error message. So we should expect that in, and there you go. So we got that's in the error log. So if we want to run it again, so it should append another line to it. Okay, and let's check out error log. There you go. So this is how you could create an error log, and you could actually make it the error log even more, even a little more legitimate. Like maybe you want to have a date time stamp where the error, when the error happened, and so on. So maybe we could do that. So let's do something like that. We'll add the error, the date time stamp. Okay, so we'll put those square brackets so to kind of make it legit, and then we'll do get date. Okay, and let's see how this will look like now. So let's clear out our log. Okay. Alright, so oops, I forgot to put it here to write it to the log as well. Yeah, so it wouldn't show up in there, as you can see, because we only did that to the screen. So what we could do is we could Alright, I think the easiest way to do this very quickly is to assign this to a variable. I'll call it error message. Right, and then and then if you want to get the same results, we could just do write output. And then that message, and then we'll take that same error message and put it here. So that should make it a lot better. Okay, let me clear this out. So what we did was we just assigned this whole line to the error message, and pretty much I wanted the same thing. And so we get that printed on the screen, and then we'll get it in the log file as well. Let's try that now. There you go. So we got it on the screen, and there you go. So it is in the log. So let's say we run it again. You should see it appending to the same file. There you go. So you see it's appending, and then we got a different date time stamp. So this is how you could do it, and you could always dress up the error message as a, like if you wanted to maybe have error codes and error details and maybe a stack tree. So you could even go out even however you want to populate your error message. That's how you could do it. So yeah, so that's there's many other ways you could do it, but this is I just showing you like a basic way on how to do it. So that way you pretty much however you want to cover the error file, even if you want to read from an error variable, you could just write it out to your file, and then you just pick the formatting how you want to do it, and then just have that variable output it to a file. So that's pretty much it. Alright, so let's go back to our quote of the day, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, so our quote of the day is going to be Ezekiel chapter 37 verse 5. This is what the sovereign Lord says to these bones. I will make breath enter you, and you will come to life. Okay, don't forget to read your Bible, and if you're not going to church, try to find a good Bible-based church, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.